There's a new Dragon Ball Super movie coming in 2022, and I feel like the villain they should bring into the Dragon Ball Super canon. If they want to bring a villain from Dragon Ball Z movies of our past, like they did with Broly, and revamp them for this new generation, I think that Janemba would be perfect because the fandom loves Janemba, his design, the way he fights, everything about him. Janemba's a really cool, unique looking character in the Dragon Ball world, and I feel like there's a way to take that character and give him a better backstory and blend it into a really good Dragon Ball Super movie, especially if they bring back the same art style from Dragon Ball Super Broly. Janemba, very cool villain. I'm not sure if you even need his first form to be involved. And of course, they'd probably give him a little spit and shine, give him a new look, but keep a lot of the old design, just like they did with Dragon Ball Super Broly. And that's what you'd have to do. And I feel like there's a way you could tell it where Janemba might be even a demon from the same realm that Dabura came from. I feel like Dragon Ball really threw demons on us in the Buu arc with Dabura, but never dove any deeper into it, which is insane. Xenoverse 1 and 2 really dove headfirst into the demons as major villains gimmick, which I appreciate. With Mira and Toa, Toa being Dabura's sister, which, by the way, I believe Mira and Toa could also be involved, or even just Toa being Dabura's sister could be involved in this movie with Janemba, who looks like a literal demon, or the embodiment of all evil. She could basically take up the role of Babidi in this story, and create Janemba. And, Janemba does kind of give you the Majin Buu vibes. He was definitely sort of based around the Majin Buu design gimmick, but he's way different he doesn't fight the same. He's not a blob. He can manipulate dimensions, which is pretty cool with his little pixelated movement. I would like to see Janemba become part of the Dragon Ball Super canon personally, but also I would like to see this demon world in Dragon Ball fleshed out, especially now since they're dealing with gods and they've been dealing with angels. But what about the demons? Obviously, Dabura came from some kind of hell demon world that we have vague knowledge of. I feel we could even, if we wanted to, bring Dabura back for this fight, for this story. Janemba would be the main villain. That's another thing that I would like about this. If there was a group of demons to fight, that's one thing that I feel Broly was missing, was a group of underlings, so that the other characters in Dragon Ball can actually have a smidge of the spotlight that Goku and Vegeta just soak up. And I think they need a little bit of a break. And it's nice to have opening fights before Goku and Vegeta get involved anyway. You could have these no-name demons or Mira and Toa fight. You can have, if you bring Dabura back through some kind of Dragon Ball magic, or maybe Toa figures out a way to bring Dabura back. I feel like the resurrection route is kind of overplayed, but if it's a chance to bring back Dabura into this story, I'm in. because I really enjoyed Dabura, and I feel like Dabura would have been a better villain than Majin Buu, like character-wise, if they decided to roll with his character instead of Buu. And they developed him more and gave him more backstory. And this could be a way to retcon that in a small way. Bring Dabura back. Find a way to make him stronger. I mean, you don't necessarily need to make him stronger. He could fight a much lesser Z fighter. But make him stronger through, demon magic, whatever you want to do. It's Dragon Ball, it's fantasy. Do what you got to do to bring the boy back into prominence. So now you have Janemba, Dabura, Mira, and Toa as our main 4 villains in this movie, who are now all canon, thanks to this movie. And this could be a great break from everything that's going on in the manga with granola and Milky Way and Snickers and Twix. It'd be nice to just a return to form and to go back to when Dragon Ball Z was firing on all cylinders with badass character designs with Janemba and Dabura, and really get to learn about this demon realm and see how it connects with the gods. Like, do the demons have any connection to the gods of destruction, to the angels, to the Omni King? There's so much you could do with this demon story. And also, like I said in the beginning of this video, the fans love Janemba. You honestly wouldn't even have to update Janemba's design because it's so well done. We could see Janemba fight Majin Buu, which would be very fun to see. We could see Janemba kick Goku and Vegeta's asses. We could see, if we also bring Dabura into this, we could see Dabura fight Piccolo, which in my opinion would be super dope. Because, last time Piccolo saw Dabura, he turned him into stone and caught him off guard. It'd be really cool to give Piccolo a major win here in this movie to put Piccolo back on the map. Piccolo in a lot of ways has a demon background that we could dive into. This would also be a way to develop Piccolo. Because, his father called himself a demon because he didn't know he was an alien. King Piccolo. The great demon King Piccolo. And what if there was more to that? And maybe what if there's a way for Piccolo to tap into his original carnation, whatever, his father's energy, or some bullshit they could come up with, and some type of demon energy instead of God energy. What if he could tap into some type of demon energy to make him just a smidge stronger, just to get him up there with the Gokus and Vegetas again? That'd be nice. That's just a fun cherry on the top of this exciting Janemba idea. You give Piccolo an opportunity to fight Dabura and even defeat Dabura, because we don't need Goku and Vegeta to beat Dabura. Goku and Vegeta can beat Janemba. This could be a great opportunity for that. This also could be a great opportunity for Goten and Trunks to have a good fight against a jacked up Dabura, if they wanted to go that route. Goten and Trunks, who have not gotten any spotlight since Dragon Ball Super has begun. Really, they've been shoved off to the side, shoved off to Android 17 Island, and that's been about it. It would be nice to see them go head-to-head with a character, a villain people respect in Dabura, and maybe get the win. I'd prefer Piccolo getting the win here, because he hasn't had one in a long time. A meaningful one. And him coming in and just going off the idea that he hates the guy for turning him into stone. Or not hate, necessarily, but it'd be interesting if they just went off on that. He said, last time you caught me off guard. This time, I'm not only stronger, but I'm going to kill you. Just to see Piccolo get a special beam cannon win or a Hell Zone grenade woo, this movie's on fire already and we're just halfway through. Otherwise, having Dabura and Janemba as two major villains in this fight, in this whole movie, you give Vegeta and Goku one villain each to defeat, which would be great. And you need to make Janemba a beast. And I haven't even got to this. You definitely, and I mean definitely, want Broly involved in this movie. You don't necessarily need to bring Frieza into this movie like you did last. You can, because Frieza's great in Dragon Ball Super. But I think that we need to build upon the last movie and maybe show Goku training with Broly at the beginning, trying to control. Maybe this could be a movie where we can show Broly, because maybe Goku and Vegeta just can't beat Janemba on their own, or just can't do it at all. And Broly can on his own, but he can't control his anger, And so maybe he's been working on that with Goku, and this could be a cool way to unlock Broly. I always said that the green-haired form that Broly seems to take, the slightly green-tinted Super Saiyan, they really could develop that into his god form. Instead of him having blue hair, he could have green Super Saiyan hair. That'd be really interesting as well if they went down that route. And in this form, he's calm. Can you imagine Broly all jacked up and Super Saiyan, but calm and in control? And if that's the finish and Broly gets the big victory at the end against Janemba, I think the crowd's gonna go wild, personally. And then you could just let Goku and Vegeta beat Dabura. So they still get a little bit of a win. And then there's Mira, who can get beaten down or just taken captive by the Galactic Patrol, or by Whis, or just deleted from existence by the Omni King. There's so many opportunities here, and if you have a demon army coming in as well of fodder villains, then you can throw in Tien, Yamcha, Master Roshi. Throw the whole gang in for a beatdown, a Resurrection F-esque beatdown, and give them some shine. There doesn't need to be a whole lot of character development for Janemba. You could just tell a little story about her, Mira being his sister, bringing him back from the dead, and then inventing Janemba, there's so much they could do, and they wouldn't have to do a whole lot to do it, if you know what I mean. But us fans getting to see Janemba become canon is a win-win for everybody. And us getting an opportunity to see Dabura fight again is a win-win for everybody. I feel like this movie could be even better than the Broly movie, and we could build upon the Broly movie here. Janemba would be the perfect villain to give Broly his first big win here in Dragon Ball Super proper, and run him right into the next part of the anime whenever that decides to come back. And we have a fully developed character in Broly, who is now the fans' third favorite Super Saiyan. But yeah, that's my thought. That's my thought here. I'm thinking they're going to bring back Janemba for the second Dragon Ball Super movie next year. And I think it's a pretty good chance. Getting Dabura back is a whole different story. I feel like that might never happen, sadly. But Janemba could lead his own Dragon Ball Super movie easily. He's just so well designed. He was sort of one-dimensional, sort of like Broly was in his first movie. So maybe this movie we could develop Janemba a little bit. I take back what I said moments ago. You could develop Janemba. You could give him a little bit of a backstory. But really, I just want him to be the carnage of this world. I want him to be evil incarnate. And that's all he is, and you can destroy him at the end, and we'll never see him again. But this would be a great way to see him revamped and redesigned, and redeveloped. I'm Mr. Morfetto. What do you think of the idea? If you could please like, subscribe, share. Who do you think the villain for the new movie is going to be? I think it might be Janemba.